Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to share with you how I crochet headbands with ears like this. It's pretty fast and super easy, so you don't need to have some extra skills to make it. This one that I made is going to be for 6 months baby, but if you need different size, then let me know in comments and I'm going to tell you how many chains you need to make for bigger size. So let's start from the materials. I used loop and threads Sweet Snuggle Light in white and barely pink colors. This is barely pink and this is the white color. Also, I used the hook 6 millimeters, scissors, markers, lighter, and threading needle in white color to sew ears to the headband. So we start making the chain of 45 loops. This is for this size. Again, if you need a bigger size, then let me know in comments and I can tell you how many loops you need to make exactly for each size. The bigger head is, the more chains, the more loops you need to make. And then we are going to connect the first and the last loop. I made all 45 loops and I'm going to connect the first and the last loop. I just go through the first loop and then grab the last loop I have and put it through and make a single crochet. Then I'm going to make the first stitch in the same loop that I have. And we are going to crochet it in single crochet way until through the whole row. Once we get to the end of the row, we have one more stitch left. I'll show you how I start new row. We take the first loop, we leave this loop, we take the loop from the row, first one, and we put this loop through and then we crochet it. And then again the first stitch is going to go in the same loop and we crochet it together. In this way we are going to have each row is going to be on the same level. We need to make 5 rows like this, and if you want to make bigger size, then you will need to make more rows also. For adults, I usually make 7 rows. I'll show you one more time how we go to the other row. This is the last stitch in the previous row. Then we leave this loop. We go through the first loop in the beginning of the row and we put this last loop through it. Then we crochet and again the first stitch we make in the same hole. And we continue until the end of the row. I made already 4 rows and I need to make one more. Now our headband is ready. That's how it looks like. We cut the yarn, we burn the end so it doesn't peel, and then later the end of the yarn we just hide inside. Now we need to make ears. Since it's the small size of the headband, I start with the chain of 7 loops, because if it's bigger like adult side, then I usually make 9 chains at the beginning to make the ears bigger. Row number 1, we make 6 single crochet. We have 6 stitches in this row. Row number 2, we make decreasing, then 2 single crochet, 1 and 2, and then we make decreasing again, and we have 4 stitches in this row. We make ear loop and turn. Row number 3, we make 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We make ear loop and turn. Row number 4, we make decreasing 2 times. This is first decreasing and second. We make ear loop and turn. Row number 5, we make 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. And we finish. This is one part. We need to make 2 parts in white and 2 parts in pink, since the center, the front part and the center is going to be in pink color. If you have different color, then you need to take your color of yarn. So we need to make totally 4 parts, 2 parts for each ear. In my case, it's going to be 2 white and 2 pink. Now I have 4 parts for 2 ears. So I take pink part, and on the back I put white one. On the back is going to be the color that should be on the back. We start from the right corner, and we use white yarn because I want the ear to be in white color, just a little bit inside pink. So I use white yarn, and at the corner at the beginning we make 2 single stitches in the same loop. Then we go up, we just crochet them together with single crochet style, and we use the loops that we have between the rows. Once we get to the top, we are going to make increasing again, like 2 stitches in the same loop to get a better shape of the ear. Sometimes it's difficult to find it. Okay, we are on the top, so we make 2 stitches here, 1 and 2. Now we have the other side. Again, we make 2 stitches. We put the yarn inside, we hide the endings, and from this side we also make 2 stitches in the same loop. I want to find stronger loop. Yes, 1 and 2. And now we are going down to the end, and in the last also we make increasing. We make 2 stitches in the same loop. And we hide the yarn inside. Here the last loop, and we make 2 stitches inside, 1 and 2. Now we need to make the same with the second ear. Once we have 2 ears ready, we can sew them to the base, to the headband. I usually sew them not straight, a little bit bent, and I usually leave 4 stitches between them. And I use simple threads. That's how the headband look on the child. This is my daughter, she is 6 years old, and this is the biggest size of the headband that I made, and the bigger ears. So if you need a little bit bigger, let me know, I can write you the instruction, but generally it's the same. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for staying with me. See you in next videos.